Hey English 102 students, welcome to week 15 of our course. Can you believe it? We are almost at the end, almost at the finish line. After this week and the following week, up to May 3rd, about 2 weeks from tomorrow, we're going to be completely finished with everything. So let's go ahead and take a look at our course calendar and see how it's all going to wrap up. All right, so let's scroll all the way down to weeks 14 and 15 so we can see what we've been working on and where we're headed to next. Okay, so this past week you've been working on the draft of your problem solution research report. Previous to that, the other major assignment that you worked on was the annotated bibliography. And remember that you have an opportunity up until Sunday the 25th of April. I mentioned that last week and you'll see it in this week's announcement, email announcement, that you have the opportunity to revise that assignment. I left lots of comments and hopefully helpful feedback for all of you and turn it in for those bibliographies. And I really want you to learn from those comments and to have the chance to revise and make it better. So definitely take advantage of that opportunity. Even if you didn't submit that assignment for some reason, you still have the opportunity to submit it by the 25th. You just won't get a chance to revise it. But if you already submitted it and you got the feedback, you are the lucky person that can go ahead and revise it, and I will replace your grade with whatever is the better grade. So there's no average of 2 grades or anything. If you've made improvements on that bibliography, you get the higher grade. So I encourage you to work on that. And then the draft, like we talked about last week, this is your final project, but it's a work in progress. So I'm not expecting perfection at this point. I'm going to give you feedback. You're going to have a peer who gives you feedback this week. Once I've matched you with peer review partners, and that's what we're moving on to in week 15. So assignment 9.1, rather than being like the other homework assignments you've been working on, it is strictly a peer review activity, and that is due by Monday, April 26th. We'll get into the details of that in just a moment. During finals week, you will have the final problem solution research report, which you will write or revise based on my feedback and your peers' feedback. And you'll also give an online presentation. That presentation is just coming to me though. So you'll give a presentation, an oral presentation of that, and you'll put everything in written form by Monday, May 3rd. Okay, so first let's go to the final module folder and take a look at assignment 9.1. All right, we'll scroll down here all the way down to our final module folder. Okay, and you'll see here the problem solution research report peer review. So there I said 24 hours after the due date. I'm actually going to wait until Tuesday to match people up with a partner just in case there are any kind of technical problems or any unexpected issue that comes up. So by Tuesday morning, I'm going to be starting to match people with partners. Okay, so just like you did for the curiosity essay, I'm going to be creating wiki pages where you're going to go ahead and upload a copy of your essay. I know you already did it and turn it in, or will be doing that tonight if you haven't done so yet. You're going to upload it in your group wiki page. Your partner or group members are going to do the same. You'll be exchanging drafts, and then you'll be making comments on them based on this peer review feedback form that you used for the curiosity essay. I won't go through it again here since you've seen it before, and it should be familiar to you once you've downloaded it. So Tuesday, after I've matched up all the students into groups and partners, I'm going to be sending you another announcement with some further instructions. I know you've done this before in the beginning of the semester, but you probably forgot how it all works by now. So I will give you some reminders about how to get together with your partner and get that accomplished. Okay, so that assignment, uploading it into the group wiki space, you'll do that by Monday, April 26th. I'm giving you until Monday because the final version of your paper is also due on a Monday, May 3rd, so it gives you an extra day to get that peer review finished. And since I'm matching the partners on Tuesday, that basically gives you like a week to read your partner's essay and comment on it. So this week, the only thing you're going to be doing is that peer review assignment. Once you receive your assignment for your partner, you know which group you belong to, then you can go ahead and work on that. But other than this assignment, you don't have any other thing that's due next Sunday, other than the revised annotated bibliography if you choose to do that. Okay, the other thing that we need to talk about is the research presentation. So in case you haven't had a chance to take a look at this, I'll give you a brief explanation of how it works. So let's go ahead and download the guidelines for that so we can just take a quick look at those together. Okay, so as it tells you there, you'll prepare a final online presentation that highlights what you've learned from your problem solution research investigation this semester. I'll be your audience. I'm not going to have you share these with all your classmates. And this just gives you a chance to showcase your work and explain it orally and visually. Since you've spent so much time working on the writing part, I want to see how it works in the other modalities too. All right, since of course this is a fully online course, you'll need to submit an online recording of your finished presentation. Okay, the easiest way to do that is with Blackboard Collaborate. If you've attended any virtual office hours this semester, you're already familiar with Blackboard Collaborate, at least in this class. I don't know if other instructors are using a different technology for that, but that's the one we've been using in English 102. And it's already built into Blackboard. It's easy, user-friendly, so it's really a good way to be able to share your work in an oral and visual way. Okay, I've included a tutorial here, and there's also a video tutorial, a written one, and a video one if you want to take a look at those. But it's really pretty easy, and I'll show you how to do that in just a couple of moments. Okay, so as far as the organization of your presentation, I would recommend doing it in a PowerPoint. I think that's probably the best format to use as far as uploading it to Blackboard Collaborate. I think if you try to use Google Slides or Prezi or something like that, there could be compatibility issues, so I would recommend PowerPoint just to be on the safe side. So I've given you an outline here to consider, very similar to the one you're using for the paper. You've got your introduction with the standard 3 parts, the causes of the problem, the effects of the problem, the solutions to the problem that you're proposing, and the conclusion. Okay, so I've also given you access to a sample presentation. It's over here. Loaded or uploaded as a video. The how to record in Collaborate Ultra is also linked there. I think the video is really helpful to watch just because you get to see how 2 other students have approached the exact same kind of assignment. They did it as a pair, you're doing it as an individual, but I think it's a great example. Okay, as far as format, your finished presentation should have around 12 to 15 slides. They should be visually appealing. It's probably going to take you about 10 to 12 minutes to give your presentation. And you're going to be, you don't have to have the camera on in Blackboard Collaborate. In fact, sometimes when you upload a presentation, it may not even let you turn your camera on. It's not required. If it allows you to do it, great. If it doesn't, that's fine too. Okay, you're welcome and encouraged to include media like images, statistics and graphs or charts, infographics, videos in your presentation. You can use them in a way that drives your audience to think more critically about your research topic. If you do decide to use a video, just use a short segment. Don't let it take over your entire presentation. Okay, throughout your presentation, cite sources for any ideas that are not your own using MLA or APA style, whichever one you used in your final paper. Cite at least 3 of your sources in your presentation. You may not have time to cite them all. Okay, so as far as the conclusion of your presentation, just imagine that you're like a lawyer giving the closing arguments at a court trial. Summarize all your main points just like you would in an essay, and leave your readers thinking a little bit about what they should do with your topic at the end of your presentation. And make sure you include a works cited or a references list in MLA APA style on the final slide of your presentation. Okay, the due date is May 3rd, just like your final paper. You can submit this before the paper if you like to, or vice versa. They don't have to both be submitted on the same day, but May 3rd is your final deadline. Okay, the grading, there's a rubric that is uploaded. I believe it's in the course documents folder. Let's go ahead and make sure of that. Let's see, it's right here, course documents. And if we scroll down a little bit, yes, you've got your English 102 presentation rubric right here in this folder. Okay, now as far as doing the recording, it's really easy. Okay, so we'll go back to course modules and back into the final module folder. Okay, and you'll see here it says Blackboard Collaborate Ultra, click here to record your research presentation. Okay, that's where we're going to go to next. But really quickly, for your extra credit point this week, your code is final 2021 *, all in capital letters. Okay, so now we'll jump back over to how to do this. So once you've got your presentation ready, you're ready to present it, it's, camera ready form, just click on this link. And once you're here in Blackboard Collaborate, you're going to see English 102 Problem Solution Research Presentation. This link is created to be available all the way from today until Monday, May 3rd by 11:59. So all you have to do is click on the link, you're joining session. And once you're in here, okay, you can either click on record right here if you're ready right away to start the recording. You probably don't want to do that, actually. I think the better way, let me move this down a little bit. Let's X out of there. The first thing you would want to do is upload your presentation. So you'll click here and then click on this arrow, and then you're going to share files. So you can share an image, a PowerPoint, or a PDF file. So you would just search for the PowerPoint on your computer and then click on Share Now, and it's going to be on the screen. Okay, so I could actually look for a PowerPoint to put here just to give you an example. Let's see if I can find one. Let's see. Okay, so I can just put anyone in there. Ooh, I guess this one's too big. So you have to be careful of the number of images and videos and things you have in your presentation. Keep it limited. Okay, so I can put this one in here. And it should take a little bit less time. And it's going to be converting. It'll take a couple of moments for that to happen. Okay, I click on Share Now. Okay, and it's going to include my PowerPoint there. All right, since I'm already on camera for this, it won't allow me to share my video, I bet. I can try. Yeah, it doesn't let me only because I'm already on video talking to you right now, but I can definitely do my microphone. But you may find when you're doing your presentation that it will allow you to share the camera if you would like to do that. It's not required. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead now and click here and start recording. Okay, so this tells me that the session is being recorded. So I can go ahead and click out of that. Go ahead, give my presentation. Everything looks good. Okay, I've said everything I needed to say. Once I'm finished, I go back over here and I can click on Stop Recording. That's going to end my presentation. Okay, recording has stopped. And when I'm all done, I don't have to submit anything. All I have to do is click on Leave Session. You can rate it if you want. Exit. Okay, and that's it. Now, when I go back over here, from the instructor point of view, I'm going to show you what I see. Okay. Because you might be wondering, hey, did Mrs. Rojas get my presentation or not? Like, how do I know it's submitted? So from my perspective, you may not see this from your perspective, but when I click here and I go to recordings, I'm going to see the recordings. So there's a sample one I did a little bit earlier at 9:48, and here's the one I just did in this presentation. So I finished that recording at 10:04. It's not available yet because it's still processing. And it takes up to 30 minutes or even up to an hour sometimes if it's a long presentation and has a lot of media in it. Yours should appear sooner than that though. If you have any doubts about whether your presentation uploaded, just email me, get in touch with me, and I'll let you know if it did. But it's really simple. And once you've stopped recording and you leave the session, it basically is there processing in my folder of recordings that I receive from students. Okay, so I think that really should be everything. So, just wait for my next message on Tuesday with instructions about the peer review assignment. And then once you've gotten your feedback from your peer and from me, you can go ahead and revise your final paper. You'll be submitting that by Monday, May 3rd, and the presentation as well. And you can submit either of these anytime before that date if you feel like you're ready to. Okay, so that's it for this time. I wish you good luck this week, and I'll see you all next week. Bye-bye.